Hello and welcome to another episode of On the Sofa. I'm Monja. Joining me tonight for the very first time is Liam. So we are both here at Edinburgh Shop to bring you our shop Christmas story. And as you can see, we've gone fully festive. We're both in our jumpers and we've got all of our stockings hanging on the wall as well.
Hi everyone. Though I'm new to this, it came at the best time as I absolutely love Christmas and all the little things that come with it, including the cheesiest Christmas jumper I could find.
You did give me the choice of full-on Santa, something a bit more toned down, and I think Santa is the way to go all the way. So this year in the shop, our theme is winter wonderland. So naturally, our window has a full blanket of and hundreds of falling snowflakes. Do come and check out the shop if you've not been already, and watch our social media channels as well for more photographs coming soon. So hope to see all the beautiful blues and whites that feature in the window if you haven't already. We even have a cheeky snowball fight and lots of our version of a tartan snow globe as well. So we look.
The tartan we've chosen this year, actually, our festive one is the Stuart blue dress. The Stuart is also our clan of the month in November, and as you can see, it's the tartan has popped up in front, and you'll find lots of Christmas products in the store already.
Yeah, it's the perfect clan to use for Christmas, especially in the lead up. So if you're a Stuart, we've got loads for you. So you can see behind us, we have decorated for Christmas. We're excited already. Further on shop, we've got our big tree up as well. So it is looking very Christmassy. We've had a lot of comments, good and bad, so far, who don't quite approve of November Christmas. But as soon as Halloween was over, we got the trees out and started the tunes. So Christmas trees didn't actually become popular in the UK until the Victorian era, when Queen Victoria, she grew in with the tradition of eating a tree thanks to her Hanoverian ancestors and German mother. But it wasn't until Prince Albert, who was also German descent, and particularly fond of the tradition, and he took on the role of decorating the trees at Windsor Castle as well. So that then made it very popular across the whole then, and stopped yet. So where are these coming from? So if you haven't already decorated your home, we have some top tips to introduce some tartan little touches of Scotland into your decor as well. So first of all, let's look at the Christmas trees. So we have so many different decorations for your tree, and that can be made really personal as well, such as some favourites is our tartan heart. Really great because you can get them embroidered front and the back as well. You can do the side. And that is actually something that my mum does every year for me and my brother. She gets us decoration and the year either embroidered, written on, added in some way, and that's just so that we've got a minute of each passing year on the tree. So I really love every year getting out the box decoration and remembering the passing years with special decorations and all the little memories tied to that. So just makes it know. And I do usually wait until the 1st of December to put my tree up, but I might have been a little bit too caught up in the Christmas this year, so I do it a bit early.
We also have our adorable Hamish the Highland Cow, newly in for Christmas, as you can see here.
It's very cute.
And again, we have the tartan bows, again, can be made in your own tartan. So we've went with the Stuart Royal for this one, just to throw in the proper theme of Christmas with the Stuart. Very and classic. With our clan of the month. Have it too close, otherwise I clash. And we have our black and white Scotty dogs as well.
So we've got a white one here. Dog with his tam as well.
And we recently came in and bought a Scotty dog decoration for each of our dogs, sent them on her tree, which we thought was a really lovely idea. Absolutely. I personally love Christmas trees, as my earliest memory is lying underneath a giant tree as a baby, looking at all the lights, and ever since then, Christmas trees are part of my year, and I generally put mine up in November because I love Christmas trees.
Early.
Mine is quite unique. It is because why not? black with red, you can't beat it.
Exactly. And yeah, I mean, I've never heard of a black tree, so I am so excited for when you put your tree up and bring photos into the shop for us all to see. You did try and get some red lights this year and all red decorations, so it's going to look absolutely amazing.
Halloween at Christmas time.
Oh yeah, exactly. But you still red, which is very important. So we've got a few people joining us tonight. So hi to Randy, Jeannie, Heidi, Janina, Joyce and Doreen, Thelma and Roger as well. Thank you all for joining us. I hope we're a little bit into the Christmas spirit and hopefully not too early. So now that we have through a beautifully decorated Christmas tree, let's talk about decorating the rest of your home. So I grew up decorating the house literally top to bottom. No wall or flags was spared. So in my personal opinion, more is more with Christmas. So I would always start right at the front, pop a garland on the door, and that gives you a really feel before you've even stepped into the house. So Susan, who is Anna's sister-in-law, she again we call her Auntie Susan. That's how she is known through the office and in the shop as well. So Auntie Susan makes all us here in Edinburgh, so they are as local to the shop as you can possibly get, and it's one of the highlights of our week, especially at the moment. Auntie Susan coming with literally armfuls of garlands several times a week, so we actually get to see them all the beautiful different tartans that everyone's chosen, and yeah, I get to see them all before we ship them out all over the world. So one of my favourites, I think, has been the Doddy tartan this year. I haven't seen one before, so that has been new for me this year, and it just looks so good. It's something a little bit different for Christmas as well, and you can use it year round as well.
Definitely, so I'm a fan of the red wallis myself.
True, it's a very classic Christian, but it's from Stuart Royal.
Definitely.
So yeah, you can. And the one we've got here is the Stuart Dress Modern as well. The garland there.
Just add a little, not that you can see, but just add a little bit of white flecks in, and it just brings a little bit more.
And it's style. If you've got quite a front door or something, it's nice to have a brighter tartan as well, I would say. So garlands, like we spoke about the Christmas trees earlier, the garlands actually came sort of around the same time, and that was because during that period, pruning was part of the preparation process. That was where they would branches off in an attempt to make the tree look more uniform, or even just to try and actually fit it into a room. So instead of throwing all the pieces of greenery away, and people would weave them basically into wreaths. So that is where you get your skull idea. So we've taken a slightly more modern and our tartan fabrics as well. So you can have it in any tin, go for your family one, or just choose Christmassy colours. Either way, it works.
You can't lose. And of course, you can't do Christmas stockings hanging on the mantelpiece. Mantelpiece in the shop, fortunately, but we've got them behind us. So again, we've went with Stuart's for our theme in. You can kind of see where we're going with it, but the muted blue in the middle, because that is essentially Christmas. Okay. Again, we offer embroidery on these top around the ankle, so you can just have your standard Merry. You can make a really nice personal message out of it. The whole family stocking. Kaylin, our US team member, also has a daughter, Mackenzie, who's named after the character in Outlander, and Kaylin plans to get Roger his own stocking. She tells us that he gets lots of Christmas gifts every year. Definitely sounds like he needs one.
And so he should. Why should Roger out on Christmas?
Ioni's mum makes all our own stockings. You might have seen her if you're ever calling, she's in our customer service down in head office, but her mum makes all the stockings for us down in the Borders, very close to our HQ. So some of our there are many different variants in the origin of stockings, but most notably they come from folklore tales involving that. This tells that as a nobleman whose wife had died, leaving him penniless, sole parent to his 3 daughters, no money for a dowry. The nobleman was concerned for his opportunity to marry well without a sizable dowry. No one of equal wealth and status would have been interested in coupling with them, and with nothing to inherit, they would have been left destitute. Hearing of the first dilemma, Nicholas in the middle of the night and filled the girl's stocking hanging on the stove above the fireplace to dry with a gold sphere, so that they would be able to marry after all.
It's so brutal, isn't it?
It is
Thank
indeed.
goodness for St. Nick.
Gotta love a bit of history.
Absolutely.
After years of saying I personally would get a stocking, I did finally pick one up. It is a bit of a cheesy one, again, with a giant Santa Claus on it. But
has to be.
do you know what? I think I could cosplay Santa Claus any day of the week with a fake beard. And so we've got it on our fireplace. It always brings back fond memories of digging around in it to see if there's something in it. And it's usually something sweet and very bad for you to eat.
I mean, what is better in a stocking? So I don't actually have a stocking yet. I think I need to get one.
Definitely.
But instead, my brother and I, again, we've always had a Santa sack instead, but it does have our name in it, so that's very important to us. My brother he's got a matching one to me, and we still bring it out every year, regardless of how big or small Christmas is. And that Santa sacks come out. But actually last year we started a new family tradition where we swap Christmas Eve boxes. And I am absolutely loving that. It's sort of bringing Christmas forward a little bit and starting the celebrations. So they tend to be filled with treats, fun things to do and enjoy on Christmas Eve. The party started really. So we have snacks, decorations, games, and of course glühwein or mulled. It's an absolute must, I think. I drink it year round if possible, but
why not?
I have to have a bit of mulled wine. So because I was born in Germany, I do love to incorporate a little bit of the German tradition into saying Christmas Eve. The boxes do bring a little bit of that tradition in, which I really love. But we have always been very strict on celebrating the British way and doing Christmas Day on actual 25th of December. That's when we do our big gift swap and the dinner.
You've got to have the big dinner on Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, it's so important. You've got to overeat and then
and then just sit beside the fire.
Sit beside the fire. There's nothing better.
And we've also got a few new Christmas products ourselves this year, so keep an eye out on our social media for our new gonks. They are incredibly looking, but also pretty funky with both beards, because why not? It's Scotland.
We're Scotland, yeah.
And our Christmas tree starts, which again Auntie Susan makes for us because apparently there's nothing that she can't do. And I believe between the garlands, she's been very busy. So if you're looking for even Christmas styling ideas, Christmas on the Sofa episode, which was live on the 8th, 4 weeks before Christmas.
Absolutely. I think Amy will be doing that one. So there'll be lots of interesting tips to get your brain thinking for the big day. Hopefully when you've got your Christmas shopping and you can focus on the actual day itself. Hi as well to Fiona joining us. It's nice to have you with us. And do share if you've got Christmas traditions that you yourself, please share with us. We always love to hear what people do differently as well. Macarena was telling us, who's controlling this, that because she is Spanish, she follows some of the Spanish traditions as well. And it's her presents on the 6th of January, so has to wait a bit longer. But I don't know if I contain myself enough to do that.
It does.
So I have been inspired to start on my Christmas shopping because a lot of our customers in store are very, very organized and have scared me into having to do my own shopping. So I'm very grateful for also about how quickly Christmas is going around. Favorite things to do is to wrap all my presents on the afternoon. I have a Christmas movie on and a little mince pie as well. Really get into the spirit.
Can't beat a mince pie.
Yeah, exactly. Just these little Christmas things that you have to do. But if you're not like me, not everyone loves to wrap their own presents. The thought does fill people with dread. So not to worry. You're buying your lovely tartan gifts with us, we can do it for you. Or if you order on the website, you can get your gift wrap on the website as well. So there are many different gift giving traditions around the world in celebration of Christmas. And my favourite is St. Nicholas Day, which takes place on the 6th of December every year, mostly across Europe, I would say. And that was in the evening. Children polish their best pins and place them outside their bedroom doors. And if they have been good, then St. Nicholas will come and place chocolates and gifts inside the shoes. And I celebrate this every day. Well, not every day. One year when I was there. It was so exciting to wake up and go and check my shoes in the morning after I'd been good enough up to Christmas. So whether you are looking for gift wrapping for St. Nicholas Day or even for a Secret Santa, then we can help. I need to buy Santa for the team as well.
Likewise.
Yeah, get organised, Liam.
We do it. We get there eventually.
We do.
And depending on what product for, wrap it up in an appropriate size box, complete with some beautiful tartan ribbon. Gift note. Some examples here. It's safe to say that teach me good gift wrapping. For the big family, it would involve a little bit of 3 rolls of tape and the hatred of whoever I present to. So now I can wow with the best of them with the skills that Monja has been able to teach me the 5 weeks I've been here.
You have done it. I mean, you wrapped these ones here and they look really good. So I think you're in for a treat this year with beautiful wrapping. So if you are looking to add some tartan touches into your family colours, or even just to add a bit of, I mean, what's more Christmassy than tartan anyway?
Exactly.
It always looks Christmassy. So I've got a few tips as well, even just to add some tartan in. So tartan ribbon is a really good place to start. We sell it in different tartans. So Liam's got an example there. That's nice red and green McGregor.
Yep, Clan McGregor, and then we have another Stuart. But if you're wanting something with a little less colour, we've got
some black and white. That's Menzies
tartan there. Yeah. So hold a bit closer.
Brilliant. Lots of different options, and again, it's our tartan ribbon that we use to do the gift wrap for you. So if you do enjoy doing all your own wrapping, get a roll of ribbon and go crazy with the Christmas finishing touches.
If in doubt, put a ribbon on it.
Yeah, absolutely great. If you've got sort of a plain colour of wrapping paper, then a bit of a tartan ribbon will just jazz it up and really put a nice finishing touch to it as well. So we also have our Clan badges, with really great alternative to a bow and just off your ribbon as well, and they can be used afterwards, so it's sort of a little bonus gift, because then once you've taken it off the present, you can finish off a sash, put it on, wear a little family touch as well.
Never know, you might get a sash in the box.
Exactly. So it's just a nice, if you're trying to make everything really personal this year, especially after the couple of years we've had, Christmas might be full out for your family, so it's a nice little, a unique little touch that will mean something to the people you're giving to. Or
if you're feeling really adventurous and want to go all out with something a little bit different, why not try the reusable option, which is wrapping your presents in fabric. So not only do you have the excitement of opening something in the wrapping paper, itself, we would recommend using 8-ounce or cotton, nice and lightweight and ideal for folding and wrapping, because as experienced, anything that is a little bit thicker than that, it can drive you a little bit mental.
Oh, absolutely.
If you would like a tutorial on how to do this, let us know and we can share you, and no doubt I'll end up being the one doing it.
Well, you have just shown how amazing your gift wrapping skills are, Liam. So our next challenge. So also have Stephen and Christine joining us tonight. Thank you for watching, guys. If you've got any questions or any Christmas stories you'd like to share, please let us know in the comments. To the actual gifting part. If you are stuck for gifts, we can help you in store. I'm sure that's what you spent most of your day doing, just like me, Liam.
Yep.
Helping people that are a bit stuck with presents. So some favourites, one of my favourite things will always be a cashmere gift. I don't think you can really go wrong. A scarf and glove set, or even some exciting coloured socks, are always brilliant, and it's a little safer. You don't need,
exactly.
If you're not sure, is never going to go amiss, especially in sort of cold Scottish weather, I think.
And we do both the tartan and the cable knit plain. So if somebody doesn't like tartan, although everybody likes tartan, come on, everybody likes tartan.
You can't go wrong then.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've got, loads of colours as well, so it's really a sort of versatile gift, which is really great. But if you are looking for something really personal, we also offer beautifully gift wrapped vouchers, tailoring experiences. So if you want to make a day of it and bring your loved one in the shop, virtual as well if you're further afield, beautifully wrap this up for you, and then they can book it. You can both come in, have a little dram of whiskey or an Edinburgh gin, and get a lovely experience out of it with full client consultation. If you're looking to sort of find a bit more out about your Scottish ancestors, what Scotland you can even just tartan looks like, and then we can set it up for a brand new tartan garment as well. So it's win-win, really.
Definitely. Everybody, even if you've never worn a kilt or anything like that before, get it on. Everybody loves it.
Absolutely. So it's a nice experience to do, and that way you can see your tartan person or on screen as well, which is really lovely. I think we have a few questions now to do with Christmas and tartan. So
it's got to be done.
It has to be done.
So what is the best Christmas? Honestly, there is quite a few, but we go with, again, the Stuart Royal because it is one of the most popular tartans around the Christmas time. Yeah. Beautiful on table runners and napkins. It had quite a lot of people come in inquiring about it because it is famous tartan out there, and those who can trace their roots back to the 11th century and the distant and current royal family, the Windsor family, and beautiful red colour association with the red with us and Christmas. It makes the perfect Christmas tartan.
It really does. Thank you for brought. But like you said, modern, it's a really nice red. So there are other options if you want to stray from the original classic. Really great place to start. So someone has asked us, speaking about cashmere earlier, where is the cashmere made? So all of our cashmere products in Scotland, and so the cashmere fibre comes from the fine underwear of cashmeres, and actually it's an awful lot of it to make just one scarf, and so it's a very long process, but it's just one of the many reasons why cashmere is a bit more expensive as well. The fibre is extremely rare, and it's also very difficult to gather, and it takes a lot of brushing as well to get that soft feeling. So you can be guaranteed that any cashmere product that you get from us here will meet really high standards, and it'll be woven in as well, which is just absolutely.
The question we've got is, what's the last date for ordering in time for Christmas? Because nobody thinks to the last minute. I'm the worst for going out Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, but it's not the best thing to do.
It's not really.
So a lot of our, because they are custom made, the date which you need the order varies quite a bit. For our Christmas product, please allow about 4 weeks. It just gives everybody a little bit of chance to make them and then get them posted to you with the love and care that they deserve. Absolutely. And again, it doesn't include the time and shipping because the couriers themselves can be, so best to get the orders in before, give yourself plenty of time, and then that way you can get the nice surprise when it comes to the door before Christmas, so it can go under the tree in plenty of time.
Absolutely.
Orders within the UK, please order it's the 17th of December because it's a lot quicker to ship within the UK because it's only going across the border.
Absolutely.
The standard delivery, and the 21st if you're wanting something a little bit express. So again, just we can get it to you a little bit quicker. Orders delivered to the US, Canada, and Europe must be ordered by the 10th of December with standard delivery, or the 21st with express. And again, that just gives it a little bit of time to get through where it needs to get to, because especially with the US, Canada, and Europe, you guys are gigantic. So, do the couriers a favor.
Absolutely. It's always good to start to get prepared and not leave anything too last minute. So if you do want something custom made, sort of take into account some of these makeup times.
Definitely. And if you forget, we will be putting a wee link in the comments just so that we've got all the delivery information on the website. So you can take a wee screenshot of that way. You're all clued up and get everything sorted, and then nobody's left disappointed.
Absolutely. But if you are taking a bit longer, we also do a gift is on its way email, and then you can print and wrap it really nicely if something's going to arrive a few days later. So our last, I believe, because I did mention earlier mince pies, we've been asked what a mince pie actually is, because to be fair, it doesn't sound overly appealing. So a mince pie, despite the name, is actually sweet, filled with a mixture of dried inspired, is called mincemeat, hence the name of it, but it doesn't actually doesn't actually happen. I don't know if it ever has.
There is an old tale where it did originally, again in the sort of Victorian, it did have meat in it, but as meat became a little bit more scarce, it did come out. And I only found this last night while watching a Christmas cookery program that had sort of a historian on cookery books on it. So
that's brilliant.
Learned something last night, which can't complain.
That's a bit more of the history of the mince pie then. But yeah, it is traditionally during the Christmas season. So I don't actually think I eat them any other time of the year. I feel like they are specifically
they may end up in the shop nice and early, but you've got to have them at Christmas and New Year.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for joining us. I think those are all of our questions. But if you do have any more, just pop them in the comments and we'll get back around to answering them for you. But next week, Kaylin and I will be talking about Stuart, which like we mentioned earlier is our clan of the month for November. So join us same time, same week, and we will be talking about the history, traditions, some stories as well for Clan Stuart. So we'll see you then.